Every time I think about those kids, it gets me mad.
President Obama getting choked up today while remembering the first graders who were killed in the mass shooting at Sandy Hook Elementary in Connecticut. The president's emotions were clear during a speech announcing a series of executive actions on gun control.
And the president still wants Congress to pass new gun laws, but says he is within his legal authority to take action on his own. Our senior political reporter Michael Putney in our newsroom now with more on this day. Michael.
Calvin, Laurie, the steps the president announced today really are relatively modest. Nothing like the sweeping gun control law that he asked Congress to pass 3 years ago. They didn't. So Mr. Obama is moving forward on his own.
So the gun lobby may be holding Congress hostage right now, but they cannot hold America hostage. We do not have to accept this carnage as the price of freedom.
The president unloaded on Congress today and the gun lobby as he told families of gun violence of his plan to reduce it.
Number one, anybody in the business of selling firearms must get a license and conduct background checks or be subject to criminal prosecutions.
The president is trying to close the so-called gun show loophole, which allows gun sellers who don't do it full-time to sell weapons without a federal license, therefore eliminating background checks.
We're also expanding background checks to cover violent criminals who try to buy some of the most dangerous firearms by hiding behind trusts and corporations and various cutouts.
The nation has seen an explosion of mass shootings in recent years, but no action from Congress to keep guns out of the hands of criminals or the mentally ill.
That's why we're here today. Not to debate the last mass shooting, but to do something to try to prevent the next one.
In addition to requiring federal licenses for all gun sellers, the president says he will hire 200 additional ATF agents, fund services for the mentally ill, and encourage gun makers to make safer weapons.
First graders.
The normally self-contained president today teared up when he talked about the kids who died at Sandy Hook.
Every time I think about those kids, it gets me mad.
It was a remarkable moment. President Obama not afraid to let the tears flow. The question now, however, will his executive orders on guns be challenged by Congress and the courts as unconstitutional? We're in the newsroom. Michael Putney, Local 10 News.